December 25th, 800. Rome, St. Peter's Basilica. Charlemagne was attending Mass. In that moment, Pope Leo III suddenly moved. In his hand, a golden imperial crown. By the time Charlemagne realized, the crown was already upon his head. The crowd roared, "Carolus Augustus, long live the Roman Emperor." According to biographical sources passed down through history, Charlemagne did not know about the coronation in advance. He would later say this: "If I had known, I would not have entered the basilica that day." Today, this is also said to have been a performance of humility, but either way, Charlemagne became the new Roman emperor. But Charlemagne's empire fractured. His grandsons divided the territory into three: West Francia, East Francia, and Middle Francia. The title of Roman emperor remained vacant. 150 years later, February 2nd, 962. Rome, St. Peter's Basilica. Otto I, King of East Francia. He too received the imperial crown from the Pope. In historical scholarship, this year, 962, marks the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire. But there was a decisive difference between Charlemagne and Otto. Charlemagne's empire was powerfully unified by his charismatic authority. Otto's empire was different. He ruled over Germany, Austria, northern Italy, and the Low Countries. But this vast territory was, in reality, dominated by powerful princes, and in later eras it would be divided into hundreds of principalities. Prince-electors, archbishop territories, free cities, imperial knight estates. In 1356, the Golden Bull formally established 7 prince-electors. Each possessed independent armies, their own laws, and issued their own currency. The emperor could not command them. The emperor had to negotiate with them. Imperial power waxed and waned through the ages. But as time went on, the principalities grew more independent, and constraints on the emperor increased. The name Holy Roman Empire was magnificent. But the reality was different. In the 18th century, the French philosopher Voltaire mocked the Holy Roman Empire with these words: "Neither holy, nor Roman, nor an empire." August 6, 1806. Vienna, Hofburg Palace. Francis II, the last emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. He was staring at the abdication document. A week earlier, an ultimatum had arrived from Napoleon: dissolve the Holy Roman Empire, or face war. Francis knew. Austria alone could not defeat France, and the Holy Roman Empire was now an empire in name only. Many of the German princes had already sided with Napoleon. Francis picked up his pen and signed. In that moment, a long history came to an end. As the Holy Roman Empire, from 962 to 1806, approximately 844 years. Counting from Charlemagne's coronation, it was over 1,000 years of history. But what was its true nature? In one city, the son of a shoemaker could become mayor. In another city, only nobles could enter the council. In one principality, Catholicism was the state religion. In another principality, Protestantism held sway. The Holy Roman Empire was not a unified state. It was a loose confederation. Every time a merchant crossed a border, they had to pay tariffs. There were many checkpoints, and depending on the route, tolls and tariffs were levied multiple times, driving up trade costs. There was no unified law. There was no unified currency. There was no unified army. Then why did this empire endure for so many years? Because it was a symbol of order. The Holy Roman Empire provided a legal framework for Europe. The imperial diet and imperial courts had mechanisms to legally resolve disputes between principalities. When great powers tried to swallow smaller ones, this system functioned. It was the last bastion preventing complete anarchy, but its power was weak. In the 17th century, the 30 Years' War erupted. Within the Holy Roman Empire, Catholics and Protestants fought. The emperor could not stop the war. On the contrary, the emperor himself took one side. The war lasted 30 years, and while population losses vary by estimate, some regions experienced catastrophic decline. Across German territories as a whole, significant population loss occurred. In 1648, the Peace of Westphalia was signed. This treaty further decentralized the empire. The treaty granted each principality broad freedom in external affairs. Each could conduct its own foreign policy and form alliances. The framework of the empire remained, but the emperor's power weakened further. In the 18th century, the Holy Roman Emperor was essentially the Austrian emperor. While institutionally elective, from the early modern period onward, the House of Habsburg effectively monopolized the imperial title for a long time. But their power was limited to Austria, Hungary, and Bohemia. The rest of Germany was Prussia's sphere of influence. The empire had become an arena for the rivalry between two great powers. And then Napoleon appeared. In 1789, the French Revolution broke out. From that chaos, one military man emerged: Napoleon Bonaparte. He became the ruler of France and began the conquest of Europe. December 2nd, 1805. The Battle of Austerlitz. Napoleon crushed the combined forces of Austria and Russia. The prestige of the Holy Roman Empire had fallen to the ground. After the war, Napoleon reorganized Germany. He created the, quote, Confederation of the Rhine and brought many German princes under French control. The Holy Roman Empire became an empire in name only. And then, August 6, 1806, Francis II made his final decision. He renounced the title of Holy Roman Emperor. The Holy Roman Empire ended this way, without a sound, without a battle, with just a single document. From 962 to 1806. Approximately 844 years. But what was this empire really? It was an ideal. The restoration of the Roman Empire. The unification of Christendom. The maintenance of peace and order. But reality was different. The Holy Roman Empire was never a unified state. It was a collection of countless small nations. Yet it endured for many years, because Europe needed a symbol of unity. Complete unification could not be achieved, but complete fragmentation was to be avoided. The Holy Roman Empire was the middle ground. In recent years, historians have been reassessing this empire. Perhaps it was not a weak state, but rather a peacekeeping system that allowed different powers to coexist. And this story continues into the modern age. Today, there is the European Union. 27 countries are members as of February 2026, sharing a common currency and open borders. The EU currently has 27 members, but with accession negotiations underway with Ukraine and others, the design of unity and diversity continues to evolve. And the EU resembles the Holy Roman Empire, not a completely unified state. Each nation has its own government, its own laws, a balance between unity and diversity. This has been a challenge for over 800 years. The Holy Roman Empire offered one answer, but the attempt continues today. So I ask you, is unity possible? The Holy Roman Empire couldn't find the answer in over 800 years. What do you think? Complete unity or respect for diversity? Which is right? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching to the end today. From the long history of the Holy Roman Empire, we can reflect on modern challenges. This channel explores universal questions humanity has faced through turning points in history. If this exploration interests you, please subscribe and like the channel. Let's deepen this discussion with your comments. Until next time.